Joe Biden has lived through a real horror movie. The lawyer had just won a seat in the US Senate when he received a phone call he never saw coming.
But the call said, my wife was dead, my daughter was dead, and I wasn't sure how my sons were going to make it. At Christmas shopping and a tractor trailer broadsided them.
The tragedy completely shattered Joe Biden's world.
For the first time in my life, I understood how someone could consciously decide to commit suicide.
Despite the heartbreaking anguish, the young politician knew he still had two great reasons to go on living. I'd look at Bo and Hunter asleep and wonder what new terrors their own dreams held, and wonder who would explain to my sons my being gone too. And I knew I had no choice but to fight to stay alive. This is the story that the current US president shared in his memoir entitled Promise Me, Dad. This is how, against all odds, Biden managed to overcome the first obstacle that life had put in his way. But it wouldn't be his last. Even though he was on the verge of resigning his Senate seat in 1972, he ended up becoming the fifth youngest senator in US history, taking the oath of office beside the hospital beds where his sons were recovering. Despite the tough duties that came with being a senator, Biden never neglected his little ones.
My friend, my father, my hero.
In 1977, the politician married his second wife, Jill Jacobs, who 4 years later gave birth to their first and only daughter, Ashley. Though the pain of losing his daughter and first wife still lingered, Biden could finally feel his family rebuilding. His two sons went on to graduate from law school, but life would come back to hit him hard. Hunter, the younger of his two sons, was consumed by alcohol and drugs and had to begin an uphill rehabilitation battle, in which Joe took a leading role. Bo, on the other hand, ended up becoming the Attorney General of Delaware and was the apple of his father's eye.
A father knows he's a success when he turns and looks at his son or daughter and know that they turned out better than he did. I'm a success. I'm a hell of a success. Bowie, I love you. I'm so proud of you.
But just as Biden's world seemed to finally balance out, a new misfortune hit him hard. In 2013, doctors diagnosed Bo with a rare form of brain cancer that ended up taking his life 2 years later in 2015.
The love of our life, a genuine hero, the Attorney General of the state of Delaware, a decorated war veteran, our son Bo. We lost.
But Bo didn't leave without asking a big favor of his father.
After dinner one night at his home, he said, Dad, I got to talk to you. And we sat with his wife at the table. He said, Dad, I know no one loves me more than you. And he said, but Dad, I'm going to be all right no matter what happens. But you got to promise me, Dad. Promise me you're going to be okay.
This conversation gave rise to the title of the president's memoir. And so, once again, Joe Biden turned the tables on fate, proving his tremendous strength and resilience.
If you can find purpose in your life and you can turn the loss of the person you love into devoting your time to what they would be doing were they still alive.
This is exactly what the Democrat did, who today walks tall and proud with the purpose of being a successful US president, to be able to fulfill his son's wishes.
De que tiene posibilidades, las tiene, sobre todo por lo que está sucediendo en el contexto de los problemas raciales y los problemas económicos derivados del COVID.
I think we can make the country and the world better. And for me, that's the promise. And I want Bo to be proud of me. I want him to be proud that I'm doing what I've always done and I promised him I would try to do.
Well,